Today I'll show you how to treat trading on iFinx like a clean, controlled experiment, not a game of luck, how to plan a session, how to think about a trade before you enter, and what you need to control so your account can survive long enough to grow. On iFinx it's the same. If you don't have a fixed protocol, any strategy will fall apart. It's not just notes. It's your personal statistics, the foundation of a real system. The problem is that you don't have a clear if-then algorithm for the entry moment. Hi, my name is Aaron. I'm a former lab chemist from Denver, and now I'm a trader who treats charts the same way I used to treat chemicals. Not as entertainment, but as a system you can study, test, and improve. A lot of people open iFinx, see charts, green and red candles, up and down buttons, and instantly turn the platform into a mini casino. A couple of winning trades and it's euphoria. A couple of losses and it's panic. They switch strategies, hunt for a magic indicator, start chasing the next thing. I've seen the same kind of chaos in the lab. When you change the conditions every minute, you never learn what actually works. Trading is no different. Today I'll show you how to treat trading on iFinx like a clean, controlled experiment, not a game of luck, how to plan a session, how to think about a trade before you enter, and what you need to control so your account can survive long enough to grow. If you prefer a calm, logical approach, no screaming 100x overnight, but actually understanding what you're doing and why, watch until the end. And if after that you want to review your trades and get the simple frameworks I personally use, the link to my Telegram will be under the video. No fluff, just numbers, structure, and real examples. Let's start with the main point. iFinx is just a tool. It doesn't make you profitable or unprofitable. What matters is how you use it. Most people show up like this. Let me try this. Something didn't work. Oh, let's try something else. Oh, the indicator's flashing. I'll click here. In a lab, that would look like someone changing the temperature, chemicals, and ratio every minute, and then wondering why everything keeps exploding. On iFinx, it's the same. If you don't have a fixed protocol, any strategy will fall apart the moment stress hits. What it means to think like an experimenter, not a gambler. When I build a trading plan, I ask myself the same questions I asked in the lab. What conditions am I working in? Volatility, time of day, chosen asset. What risk do I allow per experiment? Percentage of the account per trade. How many attempts do I have today before I stop? How will I record the results so I don't repeat the same mistakes tomorrow? Try bringing that mindset into your iFinx trading. Not, I'll jump in now, feels like it's going to move. But if there's a trend, a level, and a confirming candle, I enter. If not, I just keep watching. That's no longer a game. That's testing a hypothesis. A simple session framework for iFinx. Imagine you sit down to trade, demo a real account, it doesn't matter. Instead of wandering around charts, set a framework. For example, 40 to 60 minutes, no more. You're not sitting there until burnout. You're running one focused session. For your number of trades, say maximum 6 to 8 trades per session. Not 25 chaotic entries because it's moving, but a limited number of deliberate decisions. Your risk should be 2 to 3% of the account per trade. Not a random number. It's a range where a losing streak doesn't wipe you out. For your entry structure, write down in advance. Are you trading trend continuation or reversals? What conditions must align? For example, trend direction, pullback to a level, candle reaction. What would make you skip a trade? iFinx is convenient because you can quickly switch assets and time frames. But don't do it in every candle is a chance to make money mode. That's how you lose focus. Now, why everything falls apart at the moment of entry. On paper, we're all smart. In your head, it sounds perfect. I'll wait for the level. And when a reversal candle shows up, I'll enter. The candle almost reaches a level, something twitches, your hand itches, and you jump in early. Or the opposite, everything lines up, but you remember the last loss and you froze. The problem isn't the platform. The problem isn't even the strategy. The problem is that you don't have a clear if-then algorithm for the entry moment. In the lab, I couldn't do this. I'll heat it to around 80 to 100 degrees and see what happens. It was specific, 87 degrees, 10 minutes, fixed mixing speed. Do the same in trading. Not the candle kind of reversed, but the price has touched this level at least twice before. The current candle closed against the previous move. No major news in the next few minutes. The risk fits inside your limit. Everything is there. Enter. One item missing, you watch, but you don't force it. Number 4, a journal as analysis, not punishment. I get it, a trading journal sounds boring, but trust someone who filled out lab protocols for 8 years. Without records, you'll keep running in circles. You don't need to write essays, just a simple template. Date and time, asset and time frame on iFinx, direction, up or down, reason for entry in one sentence, result, win, loss, size. Short note, entered early, ignored the trend, followed the system. After 30 to 50 trades, you'll see which situations actually work for you, where you break your own rules the most often, which states, fatigue, revenge trading, lead to losses. It's not just notes, it's your personal statistics, the foundation of a real system. Number 5, you don't have to be perfect, you have to be consistent. Yes, I have a stable income from trading now. Yes, I left the lab and managed my own time, but it's not because I found a secret iFinx strategy. It's because I stopped jumping around. I started thinking like a researcher and built a system around myself. Fixed rules, limited risk, a journal, session reviews, intentional breaks. You don't need to be a genius. You need to stop acting like a gambler and start acting like someone who tests a hypothesis and learns from every outcome, both wins and losses. If right now your iFinx trading feels more chaotic than structured, that's normal. I started with chaos too, just in a lab. The difference is that one day I sat down and told myself honestly, either I build a system or I keep playing. Make that choice too. Set your framework, write down simple rules, keep a journal for at least a week, and you'll see how your view of the market begins to change. If you want ready-to-use protocol templates, journal examples, and breakdowns of real situations, check out my Telegram, link under the video. I share what I actually use myself. Don't try to guess the market. Build it like a formula, step by step. And then it stops being an enemy and becomes an environment you know how to work in.